One of the best things that you can do for yourself using AI is to build your own website where you can sell PDFs that AI helps you to create, and you'll be able to sell these PDFs to people all around the world and make multiple streams of income for yourself. As you can see, this is my website. My face appears on multiple places. I sell different products about different things that AI helps me to create. Now, if I come into the back end side where I can see everything that's happening on my website, if I click on store, you'll see that I've made $416 in the last 7 days. But if I change this to all time, you'll see that overall I've made over $31,901 by simply having a website and using AI to help me to create products that I can sell to people. In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how you can use Claude AI, which is just like ChatGPT and it's free for anyone to use, to create a website where you can create products just like me and then immediately start selling them. So if you've been someone who's been saying, I'm looking for a way of making money online that is legit and can actually work for me in any country, just watch this video and you're going to find your answer today. So what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to show you how to take a PDF like this. I've created this one just to show you an example. And then you're going to have your own website where immediately you can start getting some customers. Now, I know the challenge that most people are facing right now. A lot of people feel like they are not tech savvy, or they don't know how to use AI, or in fact, they don't know how to use computers and much technology. This is so simple that complete beginners can just simply follow the video and you'll be able to get the results at the end. Now, just to let you know that this is something that I actually coach people how to do. In fact, I've got a workshop which is coming up, which is called the Business in a Day workshop, where I'll walk you through step by step how to set up this whole complete business. It's going to be done live. You'll be able to ask me any questions. And in just 4 hours, you walk away with a complete business where you can start making money by selling digital products. So I'm going to put the link to that in the description of this video. You can go and check it out. It's not for free. It's $27 to sign up. And I'm only doing this workshop once. And then I'm never going to do it again because I already have got another program which is called the 5-day challenge. The only reason why I'm doing this one is because a lot of people ask me to do it. So make sure that you sign up for it today before you will miss out on that opportunity. But so that you are clear on exactly some of the things we're going to be learning in that training, let me show you how you're going to build your website. So the first thing that you're going to need is you're going to have a product that you can sell. In this case, I'm going to be using this one. It's just a PDF that's teaching people how to answer questions in a job interview. Now, I want you to see how simple and easy this is. You don't have to create some amazing product, for example, something that cures cancer or solves global warming. You can simply create a product that solves a specific problem for some people who don't have the answer. In this case, there are lots of people who want to get jobs, but then they freeze up during interviews. So this is identifying a group of people and then solving a particular problem for them. How are we solving the problem? By giving them 50 ready-to-use answers. So you can create your own product in any industry or in any niche. In fact, I've got a couple of other videos that show you this process step by step. I'm going to link to some of them in the description of this video, or just keep watching this video because at the end, I'm going to give you a link to one of the videos that you can watch just in case you don't know how to actually create your PDF. So right now, specifically, this is what you're going to do next after you have created your PDF. You are just simply going to come to Claude AI. And remember, it's free for anyone to use. It works just like ChatGPT. You're just simply going to join it for free. And then you're going to get this section here where you can ask Claude what to do. So what I normally like to do is that I like to upload the PDF to Claude. I'm just going to click on this plus and then say add files or photos. And then I'm going to find the PDF on my computer. And then I'm just going to say open. And then Claude is going to do what? It's going to read through that document so that it knows specifically what I'm talking about. Then I'm going to tap out and say something like, I want you to help me to create a 1-page description for this product. I can go on and say something like, please feel free to read through the whole product so that you know what it's about, but write a description that is high converting, is detailed about what people are going to be getting inside of the product, and is also written in a way that when someone reads it, it convinces them to buy the product if the product is a good fit for them. Now, I've gone ahead and written a prompt that you can actually just use and put into Claude. It's this one right here. Make sure that you watch this video because later on, I'm going to explain where exactly you can get access to this document. It's going to give you all the prompts that I will use in this video, the prompts and the links. So what I'll do is that I'm just going to copy this as it is like this, click copy, and then I'll come back to Claude and then I'm just going to paste it at the bottom there. And then I'm just going to press enter. And then what Claude will do is that Claude is going to read through the book. Claude is going to see exactly what I've written here, and then it's going to come up with a description for me that I can immediately put on the platform we are going to be using. And that platform is called Gumroad. You just simply go to Google and type in and say gumroad.com, or just check the document I'm going to give you later on. The link will be in there as well. And this is what the website basically looks like. It's this free website that you can use to list out your products. All you just simply need to do is come to it. You're going to find an option right here at the start which says something like get started or join now. You click on that. You register with your email or your social media profile. And then just like that, in less than 30 seconds, you're going to have an account. Now, just to show you what your product is going to look like when you are done, there are some other products that have already been listed on this platform. And as you can see, these are some of them here. One advantage of this platform is that they have a marketplace, meaning that people around the world use this website a lot. So if you've got a great product, some sales can come from the platform itself without you having to do any form of marketing. But of course, later on, keep watching. I'm going to give you a few tips about how to do marketing. Now, let's just take this one, for example. It's called Code Grid Pro. As you can see, it's going to be costing $5. I'm just going to click on it. And as you can see at the top, you're going to have this beautiful cover design that you can make. And I'll show you how to do that even if you've never designed anything before. And then you're going to have your description right here to the left where people can just read through exactly what they're going to be getting. If you want, you can have a video like they've got this video that plays here, but I'm not going to play it because of time. There's the rest of the description. Then also here to the right, if you want, can you see this person has got all their ratings to show that this is actually a quality product. People can come here, put their ratings. You can also add on to your description. But this is basically what your page is going to look like. And if someone wants to buy this, they can just come here, click on add to a cart or buy now, and then they buy it. Now, when you go through the process of registering, they're going to ask you one or two questions. Don't worry, it's not an interview. Just answer them truthfully. And then you just find yourself inside. So this is what you're going to see next. Once you've gone through that registration process, you're going to land up on this page here. And you're going to see these couple of options here to the left, home products, collaborators, etc., etc. Feel free to play around with them, but I'm just going to show you the most important ones. The first thing that you want to note is where it says products here, or it might actually just prompt you to create your first product. But in my case, I'm just going to click on products here, and then I'm going to look for this option which says new product. And then I can come here and then start listing out my product. So the first thing that I need to put here is the name of the product. As you can see, mine is never freeze in a job interview again. So I'll just come back here and then I'm just going to type it out. You can just come here and click on ebook because in this case, it's a PDF, or you can use this option for digital products. It's up to you. I'm just going to use this one. Make sure that I've highlighted it. As you can see, it's now white. And then for the price at the bottom here, I'm going to come and put the price and say that it's going to be $17. Now, also take note that if you click here, you can choose what currency you want to sell in. Then I just come back here to the top. I am saying next, customize. Now, next, what we then have to do is that we just need to follow this flow here and we just need to enter the details as it's just asking. As you can see, it's asking for the product description, the URL, the cover, the thumbnail, and I'm just going to walk you through all that. First, I'm going to come here where it says describe your product. I'm going to come here at the top from where it says headline, and I'm just going to copy all this until we get to this point where it says closing line. I'm going to say copy, come back to Gumroad, and then I'm just going to say paste. Now you notice that some parts automatically, here we've got the nice bullet points. Some parts already the title is highlighted in black. That's exactly what I want. But then there's some places where I would need to just edit. For example, right here, you have an interview coming up. I want to make sure that this is nice and bold. So I'm just going to click on B there after I've highlighted. Then where it says sub-headline there, I don't need that because that's just an instruction. I'm going to remove that. And then here it says intro paragraph. I don't need that as well. So I just delete that. What you get, yes, I want that. Then here it says the fear section. I need to delete that as well. And then lastly here where it says closing line. That's just an instruction again. I'm just going to delete that. And just like that, my page is nearly complete. You also notice that right here to the right, whatever you're going to be putting here in the description here is going to be showing to the right here so that it gives you an insight of what your page is going to look like. You can also click on this arrow here so that you can actually preview your page. And as you can see, this is what the page is looking like, beautifully designed with all the text that we would need. So now we're then going to come back here and then just fill in the rest of the details. First thing that it's asking for me, or next thing that it's asking me is here, it's asking for my URL. So you notice that first of all here, it begins with how you registered your account. This is just an email address that I use for demonstration purposes. So that comes first. And then here, this is where you can put the name of your product. So I'm just going to copy the name of my product there, and then I'm going to paste it in there. But one thing you will note is that it's going to remove all the spaces. This will not work if you leave any spaces there. And then also if you want, you can just make the letters small, like I'm doing here. This is basically the link that you're going to be sharing with people so that they can buy. I can click here, it says copy to clipboard. And if I go and I click on and try and share it, as you can see, it says page not found. The reason why it's not yet found is because we have not yet published it. Publishing means that you make it live for anyone to be able to see it. But next, the next thing it's going to ask for is a cover. It's going to ask for a cover image, as you can see. And then these are the specifications that it's giving. And there are two ways that you can actually approach this to come up with a cover design. Personally, I like to use ChatGPT, which also is another free option compared to Claude. Or you can use Canva, which is another free tool that you can actually use, or you can pay someone else to design this for you. But I like to use ChatGPT, so I'll just come to ChatGPT, and then I'm just going to paste that in and say, those are the specifications of how it should be designed. Then I'll say, please make a cover for this book with those dimensions. And then I'm going to upload the book that I want it to make a cover. I'm just going to find it on my computer. Say open, give it a second to just load up like this, and then send prompt. Then ChatGPT is basically going to generate the image. Then I just need to copy and paste it. Now, while it's doing that, I can also just briefly show you how to use Canva. You just simply open up Canva like this, and then you can come here to the left and click on create. And then you're going to say upload, and then upload files. And then you click on the image of your book from your computer. And then you can choose any one of these options. I'm going to go for this one which says use in a new design. And then for the custom size, I want to make sure that this is 1000 by 1000 because I want it to be a square. And then I say create new design. And what I'm basically going to do is that I'm going to create a thumbnail. For Gumroad, a thumbnail is simply a square version of your book. So what I will do is that I'm just going to drag the image, put it at the corner there. And then I'm just going to zoom out a bit like this. And then I'm going to pull this corner and make sure that it covers like this because I just want this top part of the book to show. Going to drag it a bit like that again, drag it a bit like that again, so that it's a square image. And that's all that I need. I then can come here and then name it Never Freeze in a Job Interview again. There's my title there. And then I'm just going to click on share at the top. I look for the option to download, and then it's going to say download as a PNG. And then I'm just going to say download. Now, this is the other option of what you can do. I made the square version of this, but then you can use this exact method for making the book cover that we were doing just now. So as you can see, I've downloaded it to my computer, but then now I'm going to go back to ChatGPT and see what ChatGPT generated for us. And as you can see, this is the cover that it's made. I'm just going to click on the image, look for the option to download. There it is at the top, and then it gets downloaded to my computer. Then I will go back to Gumroad. And then here where it says upload cover, I'm just going to click on that, upload computer files. And then I find the cover. As you can see, there it is on my computer. And then I say open. And then while it's doing that, I then come here where it says thumbnail, and then I say upload. And then I choose the square version that I created just now. And then there it is. And then I say open. And as you can see right here to the right as well, the image is now showing. So our page is coming together. And then right here at the bottom, as you can see, that's my thumbnail. So, okay, we keep scrolling down and then we move on to the next thing. The next part is here where it says call to action. Call to action means you're telling people what you want them to see as the button that allows them to actually buy. So someone can say, I want this or buy this or pay. I like to use, I want this, I'll leave it as that. And then summary. Summary is an option that you can put so that it's just a brief summary of what people are going to get. For example, if I just come here and then I just type in some random words, you'll notice that the summary is appearing right here as I'm actually typing. But for now, I'm just going to leave the summary out. And then pages also is if you want to add more details, they'll also be appearing right here as you add more details. For now, we're going to leave it as that. Then you can just play around with these different options right here. I'm not going to explain them in depth because you don't need them when you're starting out. You can just leave them as they are. But there's a switch here that you can also actually turn on right here under pricing, which allows people to pay as much money as they want. So the minimum that they're going to pay is $17, which is how much I want them to pay. But then if they want, they can pay even $1,000. That's if they feel like that's how much value they're going to be getting from this thing. And then there's a section here that allows you to have variations. For example, my book is Never Freeze in a job interview again. It's an English version. But if I want to make a French version, a Zulu version, a Swahili version, I can make those different versions and then I just simply upload them by clicking here. And then there are these other options right here. I don't normally play around with these options. Just feel free to read through them and click on what's necessary to you. But I'm telling you, as a complete beginner, you don't need to use any of those. The last important one is this one where it says custom domain. Custom domain is when you can choose to use your own business name. For example, www.yourbusinessname.com. If you want to use that, you need to buy that domain. I'll probably link another video to where you can learn how to buy your own domain. But for now, you don't need it because you can just simply use this link that they gave us at the top, which is this one. And you're just going to copy the URL and then immediately start promoting your book. So once you have done that, your page is almost complete. You just need to come here and scroll to the top and then click here where it says save and continue. The next thing you then have to do is just simply upload your book to this platform. So I'm just going to come here and just where it says enter the content you want to sell. I'm just going to type instructions that I want someone to see when they get to this page. I'm just going to say, please click the button to download your copy. And then I'm going to click here where it says upload files, and then it says computer files. And then I'm going to find the PDF. In my case, it's this one. And then I'm going to say open. And then as you can see, this is going to pop up like this, never freeze in a job interview again. And then it's going to give them the option to download. Now I can click on save changes to make sure that it's actually saved. And then after that, I need to click here. It says publish and continue. But you'll notice that it says you must connect at least one payment method before you can publish this product for sale, which is the exact next step that we need to take. We're going to come right here to the left where it says payouts, and we need to connect our way that we're going to be receiving payments. So in this particular case, we are going to be receiving payments by getting a payment straight into your bank account. And as you can see here, there's this which says view payments thresholds. I'm going to click on that. It's going to bring me to this page where, as you can see at the top, it's payments. And then I can choose when do I want to get paid. Do I want to get paid weekly, monthly, or quarterly? I'm going to leave it on weekly. Then the minimum payout threshold is that you need to make $100 before they can start paying you out money. So you can just leave that as 100 there. And then also maybe if you want to maybe just keep your money in their account until, let's say, maybe you get $1,000, you can click here where it says pause payouts. But for now, I'm just going to leave it as it is. And then this is the most important part. Can you see it gives you the option of a bank account? You're going to come and put here your banking details. So you're going to put the name of your bank account here, the SWIFT code, the account, confirm the account. Is it an individual? Is it a business? You're going to put all your details right here. Then once you are done, you have finished the whole setup. Then also you notice here at the bottom, there's an option for PayPal. You are allowed to start using PayPal if you have reached a minimum of $100. But for now, you don't need that. Being paid straight into your bank account is fine. Once you've gone through all those settings, if you want to go back to your product, you're just going to come here at the top where it says products, click on products. You'll be able to see your product listed out here. You can click on it. And if you want to start sharing it, you can come scroll down here until you find the copy URL. Click on this link here. So you can see it says copied, and then you can start sharing it. But just to show you what we have created, I'm just previewing it here. This is the whole page that we have just made right now. And this is what yours should look like as well. Now, once you have set up your page, the next step is for you to start marketing it. Now, I've seen some of your comments and you've been asking me to make a complete tutorial about how to actually market these digital products. Right now, I'm just going to give you brief ideas, but yes, that video is coming up. Let me know in the comment section if you want access to that video. Comment and then I'll reply to you specifically when that video is out. I'm going to share the link with you. But basically, there are 4 ways that you can market your products. Number 1 is that you can create your own personal brand like I do. I share content on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. I make videos about the things that I'm passionate about and I care about. And because of that, people start following me. And then when I start promoting products, they buy them from me. Option number 2, if you don't want to show your face like I do, is that you can create a faceless account where you're either using an AI avatar or a digital twin of yourself, or you're just using images and text. And basically, you're creating an account on social media. You create content that never shows your face. People know you, like you, and trust you, and then they eventually buy from you. The third option that you have is that you can actually pay influencers who already have got your audience or the type of people who are likely to buy the product that you want to promote. You simply reach out to them and ask them, can you please promote this product on my behalf? You can offer them some money upfront to do that, or you can offer them a percentage, let's say 30% or 50% of the profits every single time you get a sale. Then option number 4 is that you can actually use some paid ads. Platforms like Facebook or Instagram will allow you to actually advertise. You just simply need to create an advert and then you pay them a bit of money and then they will show your adverts to people around the world. And the point there is that you're going to be paying, for example, $100 and then they'll be helping you to get $300 back from all the sales that you're going to be making. All those different methods work. You just simply need to choose one, stick to it long term, and that's what's going to help you to grow your business. Now, I mentioned earlier on that if you want to get access to the document where you can get to the prompts and you can get to the links, all you just need to do is look below this video. You'll see a second link, which is titled Docs. Click on that. It's going to give you the prompt that you can copy and then also the links that you can use as well. Now, like I mentioned earlier on, if you have never created a PDF before and you want to learn exactly how to do that, watch this video next. It will show you step by step how you can be able to create your own PDF that you can start selling. Then you come back to this one, build your website and start making money for yourself.